Glenmore here at Cleveland.com, a special video here, and we're promoting Raw here in Cleveland, WWE. I'm a huge fan. I was at the Rumble last night. Two members of the Shield, Seth Rollins, Ambrose, joining me here in the studio at Cleveland.com. All right, where's Roman Reigns? What happened?
Yeah, Dean, where is Roman Reigns?
Well, he had a bit of a long night last night.
Talk about Rumble last night. What's going on? You guys broken up? You guys still together? What's the deal?
Of course we're still together. You know, they're still selling Shield merchandise. You know, we're still together. And we're still best friends.
Yeah, every man for himself. Stuff's gonna
Wild
happen.
stuff happens, you know, nothing good happens after midnight, nothing good happens in the Royal Rumble, you know, wild stuff happens, you know, so maybe just get off my back a little bit about it.
All right, moving on. The Rumble last night, like I said, fans were crazy, the crazy crowd, booing Rey Mysterio. We talked about it before we started the video. Batista wins, they're booing Batista, because obviously Daniel Bryan. And what about this Daniel Bryan, the yes chance? I mean, what do you guys think about Daniel Bryan chants during other matches? Is that pretty cool because he's so over, or is it not fair to you guys in the ring and wrestling?
I mean, it's an easy chant to make, and I mean, it's fun, just caught on, it's why it's caught on in other sporting venues too, Michigan State game the other day and all that stuff. Yeah. And he just, has a great connection with the audience, and they want to see him, and when they aren't happy with something that's going on, it's an easy outlet for them to way for them to vent their I think it's mostly just people having fun, especially the vocal pay-per-view crowds and the night after Mania type crowd and all that stuff, and they get John Cena and Randy Orton in the ring, and they decide they want to poke some fun at him. It's an easy thing to go to. So.
Yeah, and Brian, he's for anybody who's known him for a long time, it's not really a surprise. You know what I mean? He's one of the hardest workers there is, and he goes out there and busts his butt every single night, and he's just got a connection with the people. It's just one of those things you can't describe. You know what I mean? So it's good for him.
Obviously, you're in the Rumble, but growing up, you're a big fan of the Rumble. Is there a moment that you guys sticks out in your mind watching as a fan that sticks out to you?
Yeah, I think the Rumble is like one of everybody's favorite things. I think it was, especially for like non-hardcore fans, I think it was a lot of people's favorite of this thing they watch once a year because they get to see a new guy every 2 minutes, and it's really easy to understand, and obviously the WrestleMania implications and stuff. There are a lot of tons of great Royal Rumble moments. I really can't pick one straight off the top of my head, but
Yeah, I love the first time Sean won.
Yeah.
With a bulldog.
Dangling,
1 foot touched, and everybody in Bulldog and come and dump Bulldog over, and that was a cool one.
Austin came in on a tear, eliminated. Bret eliminated Austin, but then he came back in and eliminated Bret. Led to that fatal 4-way where Vader got his eye gouged out. Yeah. I like that one.
They did the Bret and Lex at the same time the 1 year that led to the weird tournament type match situation at Mania or whatever.
Vince's one.
Well, that's just outrageous.
Oh yeah.
He's also blown both of his quads out.
Mike as an Undertaker being with the final two that 1 year. That was.
Yeah.
That was good
stuff.
And it seems like Kofi is getting a nice, huge spot every year, something new with the chair, with now the barricade. It's getting outrageous.
He'll run out eventually. Or you know what? He's got a year to figure it out. He's kind of like the Undertaker of near elimination. He comes out he's got a year to prepare for this elimination.
He's gonna be 58 years old, and they're gonna put him in the Rumble just to see if he can how crazy he can survive. You know what I mean?
And what if it comes to where last night, if he didn't make it, then what then?
Well, then he's open.
Oh man, everybody was on the edge of their seat for that one, kind of biting their nails to make sure he made it. So, and he did, which
that's a big jump, man. I thought for sure all the body sweat and the oil would make him all slippery on that pad, and he was just gonna eat it on the floor, man.
Yeah, man, he's got some cojones, man. If my feet leave the ground 2 inches, I'm grabbing onto that rope for dear life, man. He takes some chances.
All right, Seth. The story I was doing some research on you and watched the video interview about you mentioning that you had to go to the bathroom. Was it during a match or underneath the ring?
Let's set the record straight here. I did not go to the bathroom during a match ever at any point.
Okay.
It was we were hiding under the ring for something. We were doing one of our shield attacks
Yeah.
from out of nowhere, and we were just in there for too long, and I had consumed too much liquid throughout the day, and we were under there, and I needed to go. So you plastic bottle, you dump it out, and you do your business. It's nothing new, nothing crazy. It just just had to go. Nature calls. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to you, Dean?
That's not an uncommon thing, especially for us, because we have to go up way early because we got to get
through the crowd.
We got to get set up and get security set up and everything. So a lot of times, we're putting together the final touches on stuff, and then we get rushed up into some broom closet somewhere. We didn't get a chance to get the old pre-match out of the way. So there are instances where things like that happen.
Yeah.
And some janitors would probably
At least it's not number 2.
had to
I mean,
throw some stuff away.
God. Well, no.
we don't want to
No.
worry about that.
What are you talking about?
All right,
You have on this paper.
triple power bomb. You guys have Rock, Cena, Taker, some notable guys.
Everybody.
Is there a guy that you haven't, or you can go back in time like a Hogan? Is there someone that sticks out that you would love the triple power bomb?
See, if we power on Hogan, he would probably fall into a million pieces at this point.
Yeah, it would be really good.
I'd like to see if we could get like Andre up or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't mean to throw him under the bus there. That's a lot of work for him.
Yeah.
Or like Vince would be cool, just because
You guys haven't done Vince yet. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'd throw Vince up there. We haven't done Triple H because he pays the bills.
The Dudley Boys put like Mae Young to the
Steve
table.
Austin.
Oh yeah.
Would Stephanie be?
Steph.
That would be rough. That would be tough.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. That would be tremendous. I'd be into that. I'd be down
Would you be
with
into
that.
that? Stephanie?
Hey, if it gets ratings.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
All right. I want to ask you. You're a Ohio boy. We're here in Cleveland. I know it's two different sides of the world.
Yeah.
From Cincinnati, but talk about your time in Ohio and being an Ohio boy.
No, I grew up in Cincinnati, and it's again, the opposite side of the world of Ohio from Cleveland. But I haven't lived there in quite a while, and I can't see myself ever moving back simply because it's cold.
It's
Cold today here in Cleveland.
It's cold. Yeah.
But you're still a Bengals fan, right?
Yeah. They tease us every year and go,
Well, at least you make the playoffs.
first round of the playoffs. And I'm hoping one of these years. I just want to get one playoff win. That's all I really want.
You're Iowa, right?
Yeah, I
So
grew up in Iowa.
Who was your favorite football team?
I'm a Bears fan.
Bears?
Yeah, they're this close every single year.
Yeah.
There's a 4th and 11 this year, and they just blew it, man.
Jay Cutler or McCown?
Oh, Cutler for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I'm a Cutler guy. McCown, he did a great job filling in, but I mean, Cutler's he's a guy.
All right, we got Raw here tonight in Cleveland. It's going to be negative degrees tomorrow. Traveling though, I mean,
Cool.
I'm pretty sure you guys you don't like this region of the country during this time of year. I mean, you got California.
No, dude, I'll deal with snow like up until about Christmas. When it's part of the season and it's part of the ambiance and like, I'm walking around, there's trees and there's sleigh bells and all that. But December 26th, it's over. Like, get this out of here. Like the February snow, by the time it's built up and it's dirty. And, just over it, man. Over all this.
Is there a bad road story that we can keep it PG? And
Like,
is there something that sticks
Snow?
out?
Oh yeah, I'm stranded in the snow tons of times. Back traveling, I think it was coming from Ohio to Philadelphia. It's about a 10-hour drive or so, and I got about 8.5, 9 hours with one of my buddies in some crappy jalopy car that I owned, and got about an hour away, and blew a tire, spin out into the snow, reverse, you're in a ditch. Nobody's got cell or money to call a tow truck or whatever, and you just gotta figure it out and figure your way out of it. Stuff like that happens all the time. The other day, we were going into the arena last night, and it's in Pittsburgh. It's on a giant hill like that, and you come around the corner at 2 miles an hour and press your brakes, and then you're still just sliding downward like you're sledding, and you're trying to make a turn. Stuff like
it's
that.
treacherous, yeah. Similar stories, same stuff. You just, you drive in 8 hours. We had one show up in northern where it was northern Michigan and like the Upper Peninsula up there, where it's just no man's land. Like everywhere, like 3 feet of snow on the side of the roads, and like it's just trees from. I'm like, are we sure we're getting to the town here? And then like all of a sudden you hit a patch of ice and you just start spinning, and you end up like a semi's coming, and you're just like, it's like that's what happens, and then you're like.
I mean, I'm surprised that there's not more. Accidents. It's like, I think because we're all pretty good drivers because we're so used to it, and used to all the different kind of conditions. This is nothing compared to. We did shows 8 months ago, maybe. I don't remember when they were, but in Alaska.
Oh yeah.
But in Anchorage. Anchorage is cold. I think it's like the biggest city in Alaska.
Capital.
It's like more on the water.
And the capital.
Okay, and but then we went like 2 hours north
Fairbanks.
to Fairbanks, which is like I was looking at the map. I'm like, I'm closer to Russia right now than I am to Florida.
Oh yeah.
Just like, you'd be in like Florida and like the local auto shop or the local video store to be something like Sunshine Auto or whatever, or if you're in Texas, like Lone Star Video Store, or whatever, like a themed for there.
Yeah.
Like I noticed. Like in Fairbanks, like it's like Arctic auto parts.
Moose Lodge. Yeah.
Arctic! Like we're in the Arctic! I think it was like negative 27 when we got there, and you walked out of the airport door, and it's so cold that like your nose hairs freeze. Yeah. So you take that first breath in, you're like, and you feel like somebody's shoving glass up your nose because your nose hairs instantly freeze, and it like hurts to breathe.
That's the way it's going to be tomorrow here in Cleveland.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for continuing to remind
be out here in the
It won't be worse than Fairbanks. We already know that. So it's like, so bring it, Cleveland.
All right.
But the action's going to be hot at the Quicken Loans Arena.
Yes. Your first gimmick, your made-up gimmick. I got to ask you, and I'll ask you. I'm pretty sure we all have gimmicks. Like a made-up. Yours was God.
God, yeah. Pulled no punches, you know what I'm saying? I just, 16 years old, thought I was the best thing walking. No one could stop me, so why not? You know what I mean? To hell with it. God. Didn't have any religious implications or anything like that. Just the one and only. What do you want to do? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
What was yours, name? So growing up, making your first persona?
I dressed up as the Sandman when I was like 12 years old for Halloween once. That probably counts.
Did you crush the beer?
Yeah. I had a empty Budweiser can, a half a broken pool stick. I think I had a black eye at the same time, which looked really cool. I had the Sandman T-shirt, and nobody knew what I was. Nobody got the reference.
You have the barbed wire tattoo.
The only child.
I think I may have drawn some stuff. I don't remember, but I remember. But I went through like
God.
My dad or my buddy's dad drank, like Bud Heavy like that, and so I took a bunch of his empty cans, and I think I had like 12 of them because just throughout the night I was just smashing them, trying as hard as I can to like bust my head open.
Hacker be so happy.
Did you get there? Bust your head open, right?
Done a couple times. Yeah. I would do that with everything, like with Mountain Dew cans, Coke cans,
anything.
milk cartons.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Ultimate Warrior being inducted this year. Can't wait for that speech. That's going to be.
That's going to be awesome.
That's going to be wild. I'm pretty sure you guys will be there, but that's going to be wild.
I hope we get to go to this one. Yeah. I mean, last year we missed it. I want to see him talk or ramble for however long it is.
Yeah, I might for like a few minutes. It sounds like that's going to be hilarious, and then the joke might get really old really quickly. Or you know what? He might be awesome. Who knows? He might have some interesting things to say.
I think it's going to be pretty. They're going to start the music. He'll be halfway through. He's going to start the music, and
he'll just yell over the music.
I hope he runs out on the stage.
Yeah, he's going to do something nuts. I can't wait for it.
Is there a line that sticks out, like what he said, that kind of sticks out?
Oh, I can't remember.
Do you remember anything he said? Does anybody have any idea?
He said,
he likes to smell the air of combat or something like that. That I like.
There's a lot of.
Yeah, I remember that. The snorting, the big hair. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
That's going to be pretty wild. All right, Raw in Cleveland tonight. You guys will be there. You got to address what's going on with the Shield.
I hope I'll figure
it out. I hate bringing it up because I feel like you're going to do something with.
Nothing going on, man.
Just take
going out there and tearing the house down every night.
Yeah, just being the best. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what's going on with the Shield.
What's going on with you?
Nothing's going on with me.
All right, step off.
All right. On that note, we'll make sure you guys get out of here. We're all tonight in Cleveland at the Q. You guys, tickets still available. Jump online and check these guys out along with other WWE superstars.
Sweet.